Yo, what's up, Instagram fam? What's going on, everybody? About to go live for you guys right now. Share some good, powerful, valuable stuff. We're going live on all the other platforms at the exact same time. So get ready. Hopefully you all can see me. If you can hear me, if you can see me, can hear me. Type in the chat right now, city and state right now. Let me know if you can see me, you can hear me right now. We're going live on everything right now. Type in the city and state in the comments in the chat right now. I got something awesome to share with you all today, my friend. What's up? It is Chris Harrell, aka the Kingdom Marketing Superman, live in the flesh, and really powerful stuff to share with you all right now. Here's the deal. If you've been showing up, posting content, but still feeling invisible online, right? This will explain why this is happening to you and your business. See, most coaches think that they have a content problem. I mean, if you were to survey, in fact, I was on a podcast earlier this morning, and the host, well, I was talking about the biggest problem that most coaches are having today is one of the biggest problems is they think they have a content problem. Why? Because we live in a world today where everyone's telling you content, post, right? But that's not the problem that you have. That is not your biggest problem, despite what everybody else is telling you that it is. What your biggest problem is today, and what most coaches have a problem with today, is they have a visibility strategy problem. All right? So today, my friend, right now on this stream, I'm going to break down why your audience is not seeing you, right, as they should. Right now, you probably feel like Casper, the unfriendly ghost, and I'm going to break down why that's happening for you and your business and how to fix it without selling your soul, all right? Without selling your soul to social media or compromising your values. So, listen, when I was grinding online, now I subscribe to the grinder mentality. If you're looking for someone to grind, I was the one who would grind. I was a person who literally would start working at 5 a.m. and go to bed about 1 a.m. Literally. And I thought that was a badge of honor. I was told that if you want to succeed, you got to hustle harder, you got to work harder, you have to grind more. Anybody else told that same thing? Right? And listen, I posted literally 7 to 9 times a day on social media. Right? 7 to 9 times a day on social media. I used to send up to 200 with softwares and different things like that. Cold DM, a minimum of 100 cold DMs to strangers. I was told that you need to send cold DMs on LinkedIn, cold DMs on Facebook, right, to complete strangers with these canned scripts in order to get clients. I was told that you need a lot of calls on your calendar. So I would take all kinds of strategy session calls, discovery calls, triage calls, sales calls, whatever you want to call them, trying to make it sound cute and awesome. And my calendar was full of calls, and guess what? 99% of those calls went absolutely nowhere. Absolutely nowhere. I was wasting my time. I remember being at the gym working out. All of a sudden, I get someone book a call. I'm like, yes, I got a call. I'm finally going to get a client. After all of my 900 posts, posting 9 times a day, because I was told I need to post 9 times a day, 3 motivational posts, 3 inspirational posts, and 3 business posts a day on all the platforms, you name it, TikTok, Tickety-Tock, You Don't Stop, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, YouTube, what am I missing? Threads, Clubhouse, Outhouse, Penthouse, Doghouse, whatever. I was everywhere. X, Twitter, Meta, whatever you want to call them a day, right? And all I did was continue to watch other people win while I stayed stuck. And what happened was I got depressed. It affected my psyche. My wife was ready to leave me. I was embarrassed. I began questioning God. I became overwhelmed and burnt out. Can anybody relate to that? You feel burnt out right now in your business? Type burnout right now. If you feel burnt out right now in your business, because you're not alone. I know exactly how you feel because I felt the exact same way. The exact same way. See? And I began to question God. Like, I want to walk away, and not just walk away from business. I want to walk away from living. It got really dark. because I just didn't understand what was happening. I was doing all the right things. I was hustling. I was grinding. I was working hard. I was posting. I was doing everything. Yet I still was struggling. Right? And then I had to get broken down to the very last compound. And when I realized something profound, that I began to question me. Is something wrong with me? Am I broken? Am I not good enough? Right? But God revealed to me that, Chris, you're not broken. It's your strategy that's broken. That's when I began to get a revelation. See, we all been told that we need to do post 9 times a day on social media. You know, do organic only, right? Send a bunch of DMs, do a bunch of sales calls and free discovery calls and all that stuff, right? And that works you to your bone. It gave me health problems. It literally almost cost me my marriage, literally. But then I realized it was a strategy that I was using that was broken. See, I needed a map. And what's the map? Message, authority, and positioning. If you begin to leverage the power of my map, it's something I teach all my clients. When my clients come to me, they're in the same similar position as you are. And I teach them, hey, you got to have a map. We got to get clear on your message. We got to position. We got to have you see yourself and be perceived as an authority, and we got to position you with a framework in the marketplace that actually works. See, once you begin to apply message, authority, and positioning, then you get on the process where things begin to change for you in your business. Type MAP right now in the chat. Type MAP right now in the chat. MAP. Message, authority, and positioning. That begins to change everything. And what happens is you realize that you don't need to do more. You simply need a better map, right? And that's when things change. I've had clients who literally came from 0 to 112 clients in 9 months. I literally have clients who came from 0 to $10,000 the first time using my system. I have clients come from 0, they get a 500% increase in sales in 30 days. I've had clients who went from 0 to $20,000 the very first time I implemented my training and going to do multiple 6 figures ever since. So this is it. This is not theory. I applied the same thing, and I went from 0 to over $100,000 in less than 59 days. So this is not theory. This is not something I learned from somebody else online. This is real world experience. For someone who's walked what you walk and been where you are and got real results, they can show you how to get to the promised land. Because I've been there and helped others do the same. See, it's not about working harder. It's not about grinding more. In fact, those are not even biblical principles. The Bible says in Psalm 127:2, it says that it's vain to rise up early and to retire late, for God gives to his beloved even while they are asleep. See, we think it's about hustling and grinding. It's not about hustling and grinding. It's not about working harder. It's about having the right map. And literally, that allowed me to go into the 3% category. Well, less than 3% of all online entrepreneurs today can generate 6 figures or more in a single year in business. Probably didn't know that, but it's fact. That's allowed my clients. I had a client named Shalandia. She went from posting nonstop to having her first 100K a year in business. There's a client named Frederick, used to be under John Maxwell. He struggled for years, done over 200K. See, the old way of posting daily, chasing leads, hustling your way to visibility. That's the old way of doing business, right? Sending 100 cold DMs. Unfortunately, there are people today who teach that stuff. I have clients who attended. I've had students who've come to me and said, Chris, I'm in such and such coaching program. They're teaching me to post all day long on social media, especially like on LinkedIn. They're telling me that I need to send 100 cold DMs a day, right? And I need to book a bunch of one-on-one sales calls and hustle do all these sales calls. And they're like, Chris, it's not working. I'm like, yeah, I understand. See, that's the old way. The internet now is a crowded space. It's way more crowded today online than what it used to be. So the new way is speaking with clarity, positioning yourself with authority, and begin to scale with peace. The peace that Christ gives. Christ says that I give you peace, right? Not that the world gives. Peace that surpasses our understanding. See, it's not about creating more content. It's about being strategically, visibly rooted in kingdom clarity. If you are a kingdom entrepreneur, a kingdom-minded coach, a faith-based coach, and you believe in God's biblical principles to success, This should be hitting you hard right now because you can't build your business the way the world is building their business. You can't build your business the way all the worldly coaches and gurus are telling you to build their business. Why? Because they don't have the guidance of the Holy Spirit. And they're building their business primarily for selfish gain. Not all, but most. See, a lot of us, they say, Chris, I just want to post. Well, my friend, number one, posting is not the answer to your success, okay? See, God did not call you to be the best kept secret in the world. And unfortunately, there are too many powerful kingdom coaches, consultants, and service professionals who are invisible today. You're a Catholic, you post, but guess what? You're still invisible, right? You send DMs, guess what? You're still invisible, right? Your sales calls bomb. They don't sell. Why? Because people still see you as someone who's invisible. See, first thing you have to do is position yourself as the prize. You cannot sound like everybody else online, guys and gals, kings and queens. The internet today is a crowded space. A lot of folks ask me, Chris, where did you get your Kingdom Marketing Superman moniker from? It's different. There's nobody else on the internet who goes by that. Of course, right? And I shared today on this podcast. I was being interviewed on a podcast earlier today, and I'll share that. But I share it with the podcast host. Is that several years back, I asked myself, what do I want to be known for online? Who do I want to be seen as online? And I came up with that myself. The Kingdom Marketing Superman. Who else do you know has that moniker? Nobody but me. And then I started branding myself with Superman outfits on, Superman outfits with K's and everything like that, or me doing a bunch of stuff with crowns and royal robes. Right, because I bring the best of both worlds together. I bring the top-notch online digital marketing methods and strategies to you, and by kingdom biblical strategies and principles that follow a guaranteed success as well. So I bring the two worlds together that nobody else is doing. See? So you got to stop blending in, my friend. If you want to be perceived as an authority, first thing you got to do is begin to position yourself as an authority. Because it's not about trying to be a guru. That's irrelevant, right? It's not about, so get that out your mind that you need to be everywhere on social media, right? A lot of folks think, well, if I need more content, if I keep posting more, if I'm on every platform, if I'm omnipresent, that'll work. No, you don't need that. It's not about being everywhere. You want to know what it's about? If you want to know what it's about, say yes right now in the chat. If you want to begin to separate yourself from everybody else, all your competition right now online, you want to know? It's about saying the right thing to the right people in the right way. Ooh. It's about saying the right thing to the right people in the right way. See, it's not about trying to be everywhere at the same time. Because I've been there and I've done that, and I felt like cast with an unfriendly ghost. See, the moment you can become clear in your messaging that begins to magnetize the right people, things can shift. See, great marketing, and messaging falls under marketing. Great marketing does two things at the exact same time. It attracts your right people and repels the wrong people. If you're afraid to repel the wrong people, then you're going to be in for a very troubling business. Ask me how I know. When I struggled, it's because I was trying to attract everybody. Because why? I felt that I didn't want to miss out on sales. Right? And trust me, after doing that for so long, I subscribed to the R&R type of business. He said, R&R, what's R&R, Chris? Well, it's not rest and relaxation. It's refund and remove. I had to refund and remove people from my coaching program. Why? Because they were the wrong fit. I didn't want to be miserable serving my clients. I wanted to be an amazing experience, not just for me, but also for my clients. And it starts with your messaging that can magnetize the right people. Right? And then you got to have a framework that leads people to offers that convert. And when you position yourself in the right way, people are seeing you saying, you're the one I need. It's like when I was a kid, I may be dating myself by saying this. When I was a kid growing up, there was a commercial that came on television. And it really stood out to me. And it was the deodorant commercial. And one thing about that commercial that really stood out to me is that the folks had said, raise your hands if you're sure. You guys remember that Sure commercial, right? Deodorant. And what stood out to me was like, oh my goodness, that's the way it has to be in marketing. That's a shift you got to have in marketing if I'm going to succeed, right? You got to be able to position yourself in the marketplace when people see you, when they hear you, right? They're raising their hands when they're sure, when they're reading your copy, or it could be a post or on your sales page or watching a video or anything like that. They're like nodding, they're raising their hands internally saying, yes, I'm sure that this person can help me. Is this making sense? Is this making sense? So you have to move from that. Okay? So what you gotta, here's the deal. Your goal is to understand that clarity trumps content. Posting more content will not get you more clients. So don't fall into that myth of the content marketing gurus out there telling you you need to keep posting content. That does not guarantee you anything. It's just like followers. People think they have a bunch of followers. Followers don't mean anything. If they're not buying from you, what does it matter? It's a vain metric. And somebody thought, oh, I just got 3,000 followers today. I just got 10,000 followers today. I just got 1 million followers today. Who cares? Did you get $1 million in sales? Did you get $3,000 in sales? Did you get $10,000 in sales? Having followers doesn't mean anything. Don't fall for that. I need 1 million followers to succeed online. Don't believe that lie. It is a lie. It's a myth. Clarity trumps content. Positioning trumps posting. And strategy trumps activity. See, it's not about doing the most. It's about doing the right things the most. Ooh. See, God did not call you to exhaust yourself with doing things. Actually, God called you to begin to multiply. Okay? God actually called you to multiply. And a lot of folks don't understand this because a lot of folks are building, the second thing I'm talking about, is a lot of folks are choosing a model that's not scalable to grow your business. Right? You're choosing a model that leads to burnout. Ask me how I know. Right? And what you have to do is shift from choosing a sales process that's unscalable, that's not predictable, that's not consistent, and realize that what you're currently doing right now in your business is probably never designed to scale to begin with. And the reason why you're probably tired and overwhelmed and exhausted is because you're using the wrong model. Okay? What are some of the wrong models I see so many coaches and consultants using today, hoping they can scale their business? Relying on one-on-one sales calls, relying on DMs only, a manual chasing clients only, relying on organic only. That's just not exhausting. It's not even sustainable. Why? Because you're basing a business on time. And time is the most precious asset that God has given you. And time is limited, my friend. Time is limited. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? And a lot of us fall for the lie. What's the lie? Well, you know what? If I can get more leads, Chris, guess what? I'll book more calls and I'll get more clients. But no, more calls means more time. Time, see, successful people use money to buy time. Unsuccessful people use time and hold on to their money. Hence why they're unsuccessful. So having a calendar full of people, is what kind of business you want anyway? They literally, you got to be on calls Monday through Friday, 10, 12, 14, 16 hours a day. That's a horrible business. You might as well stick to a 9-to-5 job. And if you guys still working your 9-to-5 job right now, you got your coaching business on the side, you got to make a smart decision today. Are you going to choose a method that's going to take more of your time, or you're going to be like Chick-fil-A and get a system? Right? Right? A system that can save you time. Are you going to be like wealthy people and say, you know what? I want to use leverage. And what do I mean? You have to move from a one-to-one model to a one-to-many model. I had a client, very passionate about what he did. He was good at what he could do, but he had a one-to-one coaching program. But guess what? His time eventually maxed out, as it always will. You will always plateau. You will always run out of time, right? You might can hit $100,000 a year with a one-on-one coaching business, but you would never hit $1 million a year unless you charge $100,000 per client. And now you got to have what? 10 clients, which is a lot. 10 one-on-one clients, right? But the point is that most of you would never hit $250,000, $500,000, $1 million or more a year relying on a one-on-one. Because why? Your income is going to cap. Because why? You're using the most precious resource that God has given you, and you're losing that. You will never get more time. But what we did for Frederick, I showed him how to create his challenge. First challenge he did over 20K. After struggling for years, and the most he ever earned prior to that was like 9K. First one did over 20K. He's done multiple. See, you don't scale by doing more. You scale by changing your model, my friend. So you have to move. And in fact, this is how Jesus operates. If you notice, Jesus did not disciple one person at a time. He discipled people one to many. One to many is the way you're going to grow and scale and begin to become more visible. And guess what? Build the business of your dreams. Just because you have a full-time business doesn't mean it's a good business. Just because you hit 50 grand a year, 70 grand a year, or 100 grand a year doesn't mean it's a great model for scaling. You don't scale by doing more. You scale by changing the model. I live in Dallas, Texas. If I want to get from Dallas to New York, there's many vehicles or models that can get me there. I could walk. It may take me about 3 months. I could ride my bike. They may take me about 6-7 weeks. I could hop in a car. That'll take me about 3 days. I could hop on a train. Right? They may get me there in about 18 hours. I could go to the DFW airport, get on the plane, and get there about 3.5 hours. I can hop on a jet and get there about an hour. Or I can hop on a rocket, go down to Houston, get on a rocket, and get there in about 45 minutes. The destination remains the same, Dallas to New York. But guess what? The modes of transportation or the vehicles can get me there faster. And let me share something with you. Is it a law against how fast you can grow your coaching or consulting business? Is there a law that says you have to wait 1 year to get a client? Because that's the kind of message people are coaching people online today with the other message saying, hey, give this thing a year, keep posting every single day. I've seen people on LinkedIn say this, keep posting every single day, several times a day on LinkedIn. Keep commenting on everybody's posts every single day on LinkedIn. Keep sending DMs on LinkedIn. I see it all the time, and they say in about a year, things should take off. A year, so you telling someone they got to wait a year to finally get results? I don't want to put any piece of that. Why? If I can hop on a jet or a rocket and get to my destination faster, any smart entrepreneur would say, you know what? I'm going to pass on the bicycle model. I'm going to hop on the plane, the rocket ship model, because I can get to my end destination faster. Does that make sense? Let me know if it's making sense. Too many folks are stuck in one-to-one, need to move to one-to-many. Too many folks are stuck in hustling and grinding, which are not kingdom principles. God said in Proverbs 10:22 that the blessing of the Lord makes one rich and adds no sorrow to it. The word sorrow in the Hebrew means hustling. It means grinding. It means toiling. We got to move from hustle to multiplication and from burnout to boldness, guys. See? And the third thing, you can't rely on organic content alone, my friend, if you want to be seen as a go-to authority. See? People trying to hack the algorithm. And that's the problem with people today. Stop trying to hack the algorithm. People that follow hacks, I'm going to be on another hack a month from now. Hacks are trends. Hacks don't last. But what lasts? Systems. The reason why Chick-fil-A in any city in America can get people in and out in less than 5 minutes, no matter if it's a gazillion cars in a drive-through or what, is because they have a system. Until you have a system in your business that can predictably take a complete stranger to a buyer in your business, my friend, you just winging it. You just hoping. You want to hope in a prayer model. And you're on a slow road to success. Maybe in a year, maybe in 18 months, you'll get results from that. See, that's not the kind of model that you want to build and try to grow upon. And also, too, a lot of folks fall into the mental trap is that I need a big audience. I need to be a guru online. No, you don't. If you position yourself in the right way, you can stand out. See, it's not by being a guru. It's not by having all these followers. It's not by being the loudest. 10 years ago, yeah, you could be the loudest and succeed online today. But today, it's not about being the loudest. It's about being the clearest. Type clearest in the chat right now. Type clearest in the chat right now. See, you don't need to be internet famous and do a bunch of TikTok videos and grooving and dancing. Yeah, look at me, buy my program. Yeah. You got to do all that crazy stuff. You simply got to be focused. Okay? And see, when people see you as the answer to their problem, guess what? They don't care how many followers you have. No one's going to come to you and say, you know what? All you got is 300 followers. No one's going to say that if they see you as the answer to their problem. And that's what positioning can do for you if it's done the right way. Right? Because trust me, there are people today who got tons of followers but don't make any sales. People today got large audiences, don't make any money. One of my mentors said many years ago, it's not about the likes you get on posts, it's about the credit card swipes that you get from them. If they're not turning in as credit card swipes, it's irrelevant. See? It was another client of ours, Fred Noble. He wasn't brand new in business, but he was stuck. He had plateaued, right? And he didn't have a big audience at all. And think about it, was no internet fame, none of that stuff. But he applied my one-to-many system. He applied my MAP framework, my message, authority, and positioning framework. And within 30 days, 30 days, he had a 500% increase in sales in his business. In 30 days, my friend. See, he didn't need more followers. Who cares about followers? It's irrelevant. He needed more clarity. And that began to change everything for him. So, see, I hope this is making sense to you. If this makes sense, type in the chat. This is good. Type in the chat. Yes, in the chat. Let me see some fire emojis right now in the chat. This is making sense. Put fire. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 fire. See, my friend, the things, what have changed everything for me and what have changed everything for my clients was getting clear, getting visible, and building a system that lets your message do the work. Okay? That lets your message do the work. And here's the deal. If God gave you a message, if you know God gave you a message, he's also giving you the grace and a strategy to share it with the world without burning out in the process. You don't have to burn out in the process. And here's the deal. That's exactly what I'm going to help you do inside my upcoming Get More Visible Challenge. Listen, we got a brand new challenge. It kicks off on Monday. And beautiful thing about this, it's only $27 to join as a general admission attendee. That's it. And it'll shift the way you grow your business forever. So if you want to attend this challenge, but one thing you understand, this is more about visibility. Okay? This is more about visibility. It's about beginning to stewarding your God-given message with authority. Okay? You are called to steward what God has put in you. And this is going to get you in a process where you learn how to position yourself, show it with boldness, and begin to attract premium clients, right? And who aligns with your values. That's so important. And if you're ready to steward your God-given message, if you want to attend this challenge, I want you to drop the word visible right now in the chat, and my team will send you access to join the challenge. In the challenge, you're going to walk away with clarity on your unique expert positioning, messaging that magnetically attracts the right clients, confidence to show up and lead without feeling salesy, a proven one-to-many strategy to scale without burning out, and a kingdom-aligned way to grow your business with peace and purpose. With peace and purpose, my friend. So, listen, I have personally spent 4 years figuring all this stuff out. I wasted months posting daily with no clients showing up. I invested well over $250,000 plus in masterminds, courses, ads, coaching to build what I'm giving you in just 5 short days. And it's 1 hour a day for 5 days, guys. Are you willing to invest 1 hour, very small amount of money you will ever invest to get this type of transformation and breakthrough for 5 hours a day? See, recently I invested $55,000 to join a new Inner Circle program. A lot of folks ask me, Chris, why would you invest $55,000? You can buy a car with that. Yeah, I know that. But reason why is because I believe that we should never stop growing. And I want to continue mastering these one-to-many strategies that I teach. See, here's the deal. You're not learning from someone who just stopped at 6 figures. No. You'll learn from someone who's walking the path, who's sitting at tables of high-level mentors and bringing that excellence to you. Okay? A lot of folks wonder, yeah, I joined Myron Gold, this $55,000 program. And what I packed into this 5-day challenge, my friend, it's not something that I downloaded off of YouTube. All right? It's a tested framework that cost me over $250,000 plus in time, money, and years to create. And literally, you can access it for crumbs, for pennies, my friend. So, and I'll be straight and transparent with you. If I were to share with you this strategy one-on-one, it would easily be a $2,000 an hour private session. Clients pay me $15,000, $20,000, $30,000 plus to implement this. And this challenge is a condensed version of what I teach my clients. And again, you're not investing $30,000, $15,000, and $2,000, even though it'd be totally worth it, you know, because if all this challenge did was simply help you craft a message that connects with the right people, would it be worth it? If all this challenge did was give you the boldness to show up with clarity and confidence online, would that be worth it? And all this challenge did will help you attract even just one premium client using the system, would that be worth it? Would that be worth $2,000, $10,000, $15,000, $30,000? Of course. Why? Because now you learn how to do something the right way. And guess what? You keep making money over and over and over and over and over. If I show you how to make 6 figures plus every single year, how much are you willing to invest in that? Well, in this challenge, my friend, guess what? It'll be the smallest investment you will ever get to get coaching and training personally from me. Okay? So again, if you want to attend this challenge, the general admission ticket is only $27. We'd also have VIP and VIP experience. You can upgrade. I highly encourage you to get the VIP Platinum experience. We got VIP and VIP Platinum experience. If you get your general admission ticket, you can upgrade to one of those. I highly encourage you to get the VIP Platinum experience. It's going to give you way more bonus, way more access to me. Stuff that literally clients will have to pay $15,000, $20,000 to get access to. You would get it in VIP Platinum. But bottom line, get in somewhere. Do not take the small investment for tickets for this challenge for granted. Yeah, you don't have to pay $15,000, $20,000 right now. But literally, I've seen people attend the challenge and go out and just crush it in their business, earn tens of thousands of dollars in their business. So again, if what I share resonates with you, comment the word visible. My team will shoot you the link to join the challenge. But I want you to understand this is more than just about making money. It's more about you just making sales. It's more about income. It's really about impact. Okay? This business has allowed me to be present with my family. It's allowed me to take my family on vacations outside the country. It's allowed me to coach my son's teams. It's allowed me to give generously to kingdom causes here in DFW Metroplex and abroad with an organization up in Kenya to give thousands of dollars to help them with food, water, shelter, and education. So when I invite you to this Get More Visible challenge, it's more than just about making money. It's about multiplying your message and walking in your assignment that God has given you. And God has called me to serve you in this area. This is what I'm great at. This is what I'm strong at. To help you in what areas that you're not strong at, you're not great at. And so simply comment the word visible right now. We give you access to this, my friend. And you can join and get your spot. You do not want to miss it. You do not want to miss it. You do not want to miss this, my friend. All right, my friend. So hopefully you enjoyed this training today. Hopefully you found it valuable. And I'm going to leave you with this. You were never called to hustle like the world. You were called to lead. You were called to multiply. You were called to show up boldly, my friend, in the assignment that God has given you. So let me help you get visible, positioned, and profitable, all right, without compromising your values. Join us on the Get More Visible Challenge, my friend. I can't wait to see you. Peace and God bless you. Babe.